A very cheerful morning to all my dear students. Today, let us remember our Indian culture, Indian heritage, and proud to be a part of India. As you all know, Independence Day is coming, that is on 15th August, and we should be proud of our country, that our country, India, has given us so many things, so many cultures, traditions, the way we are living our life independently with our parents is God gifted. Let's pray we will never let our country down. Instead, we work hard to bring our country to the number one position. With this feeling, independent feeling, that we are proud to be an Indian, let's start today's class. Students, get ready with your grammar books. Today we are going to start new chapter from the grammar, that is pronouns. Today we are going to start chapter number 7, pronouns and kinds of pronouns. Students, as you all know, what is a noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. And what are pronouns? Pronoun is a word that we used in place of noun. Instead of repeating the names, we use pronoun in place of noun. So, in order to avoid repeating the same noun, we use another word. That word is a pronoun. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study about types of pronoun, and they are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun, interrogative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, distributive pronouns, and relative pronouns. So today we are So, the types of pronouns are personal pronouns. So, personal pronoun is the pronoun which stand for a person or thing. As you all know, three types of persons. Personal pronouns are of three types: first person, second person, and third person. First person is the person who is speaking. Right now, I am the first person because I am speaking to you. Right? So, I, we, me, and us, they are the first person. Second person is the person that it refers to the person to whom we are talking. And right now, who is the second person? You all are the second person because I am talking to you. And you, second person is always you, right? Third person is the person regarding whom we are talking. Regarding whom we are talking, or things spoken of. Regarding the things spoken of. For example, he, she, it, her, they, and them. So, personal pronoun are of three types: first person, second person, and third person. First person is the person who is speaking. For example, I, me, we, and us. Second person is always you, and it refers to the person to whom we are speaking. And third person is the person regarding whom we are talking about, or the thing we are talking about. So, he, she, it, they, her, them is the third person. In front of you, the table is there. First person, as I told you, I, me, we, and us is the first person. I and me is the singular person, singular subject, and we and us is the plural subject. Okay? Second person is always you, so it will remain same in both the form, singular and plural. I hope singular and plural form is clear to you. Singular means one person or one thing, and plural means more than one person. Right. First person refers for both masculine and feminine gender. Second person is also refers to both masculine and feminine gender. Third person is he, him, he, she, it, him and her. He and him is for masculine gender, she and her is for feminine gender, and it is for the neuter. Clear? They and them is in the plural form. He, she, it, him and her, they are in the singular form. Right? And they and them is for plural. And third person refers to both masculine, feminine and neuter gender. Because we use it for animal and things. I hope it is clear. Next, the noun for which a pronoun stands is called its antecedent. The noun for which a pronoun is used. The noun for which pronoun is used, that is called its antecedent. Pronoun also must agree with its antecedent in number and gender. I hope it is clear. Suppose if I am saying Ram is a good boy, he is very intelligent. So I used he in place of Ram again. In place of Ram, so he must agree with the Ram in gender and number. Suppose Ram is a single person, so I have to use a singular pronoun here. And secondly, Ram is a boy, so I have to use masculine gender, masculine pronoun in place of noun, that is Ram. Okay, if I say Ram and Rohan are playing in the garden, they are very naughty. Now here I am talking about Ram and Rohan. Ram and Rohan are two persons, so for two persons I will be using the plural pronoun, that is they. Okay, so that's why pronoun must agree, as you have done subject verb agreement. Subject should agree with the verb should agree with the subject in number and person, right? Similarly, pronoun should agree with the noun in terms of number and gender, or you can say pronoun should agree with its antecedent. Antecedent means the noun here. Okay, because the pronoun which we are using in place of noun, and that noun is known as antecedent. Right, so pronoun should agree with its antecedent in number and gender. Next type of pronoun is interrogative pronoun. As you all know, interrogation means to ask question. So interrogative pronouns are used for asking the questions. And here WH words are commonly used for asking the questions, like who, whose, what, which. Who, whose, which, what and whom. All these are interrogative pronouns, right? Who spoilt my exercise book? Which is your house? Whose is this pen? What are you doing? Whom do you want to? Whom do you want to speak to? So interrogative pronoun is used in place of noun, and when we ask the question, it gives the answer in the form of noun. Right, so pronoun is used in place of noun. So what is the difference between interrogative pronoun and interrogative adjectives? As you all know, adjectives are the word which describes the noun, right? which describes the noun, and the adjectives are usually placed before the noun they describe. Okay, let's take an example. So let's take an example where you are going to identify the difference between interrogative adjective and interrogative pronoun. First example I'm taking is which book is good. Second example, which is the good book. So first example is which book is good. Now here which is the interrogative word which is used before the noun book. It is describing this book. It is asking you about this book. So book is a noun, and here which is used before the noun book. So here which is an adjective. Here which is playing the role of an adjective. So it is an interrogative adjective because it is used before the noun. You all know adjectives are used before the nouns. So here which is the interrogative adjective. In the second example, which is the good book? Which is the good book? Now here which is a interrogative pronoun which is used in place of noun, and it is not used before the, it is not placed before the noun book here. Okay, it will answer the question which is the good book. You will name the maybe your answer will be Jungle Book or any other book you will name it. That is the noun. So here it act as a pronoun because pronoun is used in place of noun. When you answer this question, the answer will be in the noun, right? And in adjective case, we discussed adjectives are used before the noun they describe. This is the difference between interrogative adjective and interrogative pronoun. I hope it is clear now the difference between the two. So, which book is good? Here, which is in the first example, which is the interrogative adjective, and in the second example, which is the interrogative pronoun. Because the idea is to tell you the difference between the two. Adjectives are used before the noun. So here which is a adjective, and here which is used in place of noun. So it is an interrogative pronoun. So I hope the interrogative pronoun is clear to you. Coming to the third type, that is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative word means to point out the object or person. Okay, and the word used for demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, and those. This is my purse. These are her dresses. That is your bicycle. Those are our friends. So this and that is the singular form, and these and those is the plural form, right? And this and these are used for the things which are nearby you. That and those refer to the things lying at a distance. Okay, so these, this, that, these, and those are the demonstrative pronouns, and these are also used in place of noun. And when they are used along with the noun to describe the noun, that then they are demonstrative adjectives. Here also we have to identify the difference between demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative pronouns are those pronouns which point out the things or persons, right? So here, this is my book. This is my book is a demonstrative pronoun here because this stands for the noun book here, and this book is mine. Here, this is a word, demonstrative word, which is used before the noun book. So here it is, this is describing the book, that this book is mine. And here this is playing the role of a demonstrative adjective. It qualifies the noun book, so it refers to an adjective. Let's see this third example, C part. These are woolen gloves. So here these is the demonstrative pronoun or adjective. This is demonstrative pronoun, and these gloves are woolen. In this fourth example, D part, these is the demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative adjective. So we should remember this point, that adjective is usually placed before the noun it qualifies. We should keep this thing in mind, and then it is easy for us to identify the difference between interrogative adjective, interrogative pronoun, demonstrative adjective, demonstrative pronoun. Okay, so adjectives are basically used before the noun they describe, and pronouns are used in place of noun. They stands for the noun. Clear, everyone? Now coming to the fourth type, that is possessive pronoun. Possessive pronouns are those pronouns which shows the possession or ownership, that this is my book, this is your book, like this. And in this also we will discuss about the difference between possessive pronoun and possessive adjective, and the concept is same. Possessive adjectives are also used before the noun they qualifies, and possessive pronouns are used in place of noun. You can see the example. This book is mine, that doll is hers, we bought this house, it is ours, I gave him my pen, he has lost his. Now see, mine, her, ours and his, all these are possessive pronoun here. All these are possessive pronoun, and possessive pronoun usually come at the end of the sentence. It always come at the end of the sentence, like this. Here all these are coming at the end of the sentence. Now this book is mine, that doll is hers. These two examples are clear. Now we bought this house, we bought this house, it is ours. So here we used ours according to the pronoun we. Here ours is the possessive pronoun which is used according to the pronoun we, right? Similarly, I gave him my pen, I gave him my pen, I gave the pen to him. Now here he has lost his. His is used according to him, right? So possessive pronouns are used at the end. Now talk about the difference between possessive pronoun and possessive adjective, which I told you earlier also, that see the example, this is not my pen, mine is new. In the first sentence, my pen, this is not my pen. Here my is the possessive adjective because it is used before the noun pen, right? And in the second sentence, mine is new, mine is used for, mine stands for my pen, that this is not my pen, my pen is new. So instead of using my pen again, we use mine. So here mine is the possessive pronoun here. So I hope the difference between the two is clear to you. Now see this table where possessive adjective and possessive pronoun are there in the singular and plural form. So first person, my possessive adjective is my, but in the pronoun form it will be written as mine. Your will be written as yours. Third person, his and her, will be written as, his will remain his, her will become hers. Our will become ours in the plural form. In the are is in the plural form, but it are we are using in adjective form, but in the pronoun form we are going to use it as ours. Possessive pronoun: your, yours, their, theirs. Okay, so I hope all the four types of pronouns are clear to you. Coming to the last part of pronoun today, we are going to do only 5 parts of pronoun. Rest we will do in the next class. Last type is indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are those pronouns which refer to persons or things in a general way. If we talk about somebody in a general form, that some girls are very talkative, nobody can go out of the, nobody can should make a noise. That is the general way of discussing person or thing, right? So that is the words used for the indefinite pronouns are some, many, few, one, none, all, everybody, somebody. So they do not refer to particular person or a thing. We talk about person or thing in a general form. So these kind of pronouns are indefinite pronouns, where we are not talking about particular thing or person, we are talking in a general form, we are discussing them in a general form. See the examples: some are born great, many of these eggs are rotten, few escaped unhurt, one should keep one's promise, none of these apples is ripe, all are quite up to the mark, everybody knows Tom, somebody has stolen my book. So I hope all the 5 types of pronouns are clear to you. With this, I would like to end my lecture with this hope that you may go through all these 5 types of pronouns thoroughly and try to solve the back exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 on your own, and then match your answers from the answer key. Up to 7 you have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Very simple exercise based on the 5 types of pronouns. All these exercises are based on 5 types of pronouns we discussed today in the class. Okay, so have a nice day. Take care. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And most importantly, do your work sincerely and go through the lectures daily, whatever we are teaching you. If still any queries are there, you are free to ask anytime. Thank you.